Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress with Pixie Dust Tarot, and this is your daily dust for Monday, April 3rd, if you're watching in real time, but it can also be for whenever you stumble upon it. It's a timeless reading. I like to use a different tarot deck every day, but this time I was called to the Romance Angels, something I'm sure familiar with everybody, and yeah, it's a deck that I got back in the day, but it's hard to find these days because Doreen Virtue has stopped publishing her decks, and see, has a book and everything. And yeah, I could read you the full version of it if you like. It's gold edged, really pretty. Let's shuffle the deck. Try not to shuffle it too much. Alright, let's see what we get. Let your friends help you. Ask for help and support from others. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And honeymoon. Interesting. Let's zoom on in and get the full message here. So, let friends help you. The romance angels are helping you via other people to the degree that you'll allow this assistance to occur. This card indicates that you need to be more willing to ask for guidance, especially within the context of your love life. For instance, discuss your feelings, hopes, and dreams, then allow others to help you. Perhaps they'll offer support, give advice, or even know if potential partner among their acquaintances is the one. Oh, they could be setting you up on a blind date. It could also be benefit you from spending quality time with your friends. If you're currently in a relationship, you'll get renewed enthusiasm by having regular outings with good friends. If you're single, then spending time with these special people will get you out of the house and bring in fresh energy. Your friends may also introduce you to a wonderful romantic partner. And my card to compare to that is called Friendly Support. Let the fairies, guides, and friends give aid. So not only is this your earth friends, but also celestial beings, spirits there to help and guide you, and they will show you signs and clues along the way that might lead you to this perfect person. Maybe you already know them, and the clues are there to reinforce it. And it's also good if it's reinforcing something that you may think is a deception, because deception is also something that could be just in your mind. It might not be something that's actually truly played out. So this is a nudge that there could be some deception within a relationship, something mild like, politeness, or somebody who's afraid of sharing their true feelings. Or maybe you're the one wearing the mask and you're just not disclosing something to your partner, but deep down you know that this pertains, you know what this is about. Also, this kind of reminds me of the movie that I just watched. The dude couldn't break it to his woman that she's like, oh, happy anniversary, what do you have for me? And she was about to get disappointed as if he didn't remember, he didn't buy anything for her. And she's like, I always wanted a European vacation. And he's like, oh my God, you ruined the surprise. I just got a European vacation for us, which he didn't. He barely had enough money to do that. So somehow at the last minute, he scraped it up just so they could go on this vacation. And he was deceptive. Like, he was deceptive that he didn't actually have the position that he had, that he wasn't a detective. He was actually didn't pass the test, and he didn't actually have money to go on this vacation, but he somehow pulled it off. So, I mean, it was on the one hand, it's honorable when you do something like that, do something, you sacrifice to show your person a surprise and make them happy. But when you do it under false pretenses or under deception, then it can you know, that comes up later. So be aware that it might be something that could be happening to you, or you may be trying to deceive somebody. It could be something small, or it could be something big. It could be just holding in feelings, but whatever it is, be genuine with your partner. And especially if you've been with them a while, you know, like you know how to trust each other. You know that this love goes beyond these little things, that you can trust each other. You can tell each other anything. So it may feel uncomfortable. You may feel humiliated or embarrassed to admit certain things that you didn't want to admit, but maybe it's important to talk about it. So it will improve your relationship. Now, my version of this card is the disguise, because I thought of an alternative viewpoint was that there's some things in the relationship that are hidden, like the innocent things about the relationship, like not, you know, like a new relationship, or certain things that you keep to yourself, or just, you know, there's to leave a sort of sense of mystery about yourself. It could also represent like meeting at a masquerade party, that kind of energy. So with if you read this kind of like a tarot or a Lenormand, the friendly support and the disguise could kind of play out to be like two people going on a surprise date, like a blind date. And then the honeymoon can represent the date. The honeymoon can represent actual honeymoon after an engagement, after marriage, or like that it feels like you're on a honeymoon over and over again with this person, or that you're just going on a holiday together. It's talking about this need to get away, to nurture romantic love. It depends on the person and in your situation, but for some, it could literally mean that you're on a honeymoon, you know, the following your wedding. It also could mean that a long-time partnership is kind of reigniting. And it can also relate to the honeymoon period at the beginning of a new relationship. And so at the beginning of a relationship, sometimes you don't know everything, every single thing about your person, and some things are not that big a deal, and so later you'll find it out. Some things are hidden and will be discovered later. The thing that bugs me a little bit is when I meet somebody new, or when I have in the past met somebody new, they were deceptive. My ex-husband was deceptive. Almost everybody was deceptive to a certain point. Like there's just certain things that they didn't want to admit to or talk about. Or sometimes they literally lied, like my ex-husband. But anyway, and it's never, I don't think it's a good thing. Like I understand, like you're trying to impress somebody and you want to win them over, but it's best to be your honest self, you know. You can be charming and suave and everything without outright lying, you know. And if you have to avoid certain subjects until a person gets to know you, then do that. But outright lying, I feel like is unless it's like a really, really serious thing that you just promised somebody you couldn't talk about, you know, you're keeping a secret for somebody or something like that. That's a little bit different. But anyway, this also can indicate for a lot of you that you could be meeting somebody on a vacation. And so my card for this is the holiday. Enjoy a change of scenery to spice up your love life. So this could be somebody that you're going to go on a holiday with for some of you. For some of you, it is possible meeting somebody on a holiday. Like it could be a cruise, like you and some friends could, maybe a tour bus, a gambling tour bus, and then you meet somebody on it, or maybe going on a cruise and your friends say, hey, look at that guy, or hey, we have a friend who's coming with us, maybe you should meet them. But the change of scenery adds an element to this. There's an element of mystery and an element of different scenery. So keep that in mind if you're out there looking. Like if you're somebody who's single and you're looking for love might come to you in an unexpected place. Or if you're already attached to somebody, then spice up things between you and do something exciting, like do a little maybe role play or mystery tour, or one of those, like, yeah, maybe like they have these dinners where you can, where it's like a little mystery, and there's all kinds of ways you can spice up your love life anyway. So try something like that if you've been together a while. But otherwise, I think that, and then some of you could be getting married and going on a honeymoon. So I would say not worry so much about the deception card. If you're about to get married, it could be just nerves, like that you have before a wedding. Like sometimes just all these things bubble up, and you sometimes are afraid if you're not going to be a good partner, or you're not going to, little things bubble up. So it might be a good idea to talk about it, or just, whatever, however you want to handle it. It might not be something that's valid. It's just maybe illusion feelings of that come in because of just insecurities and fears, right? So don't let those cloud your perception. Deception could represent a clouded perception. So be on the lookout for that. That might be what that is. But otherwise, if you feel like there's something that you have to talk about with somebody, then go ahead and air all of the things that you've been thinking. And okay, good luck. I hope it goes well. And I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.